Hi guys.
Hi.
So I have a special guest with me.
I'm Nia.
Nia, yes, my bestie boo from high school. She's coming from Atlanta. From New York. Gosh.
Cause I done been in New York like 5 years now. So
Maybe like
I met
7?
you too. Yeah, 7.
7 years.
7 years strong, y'all.
Listen, the Bopsy duo.
Right. The Bopsy twins.
Literally. So we got some wings. Well, let's do a little.
Ooh.
And
And I ooh. Okay. You can't really see it. She got. Tell me what you got.
I got hot wings, honey barbecue, and French fries. And then what you get?
And I got shrimp fried rice with garlic parmesan with some lemon pepper sprinkle on top, and hot wings.
But so we wanted to talk with you guys, have a little mukbang in the car. Just about like life.
We're in a transitional phase of like kind of basically trying to get over ourselves so that we can accomplish the things that we truly want in life. Mm-hmm. And it's like we're just noticing how much outer things, like outer influences, play a part in just how we think about ourselves and what we can accomplish. And it's like, it's hard.
Yeah.
Like, everybody knows social media kind of fucks with your head.
Yeah. I think we, like, related because, like, growing up when we were in high school, both of us were, like, into, like, we knew exactly what we wanted to do. We were inspired by fashion. Like, we went to college visits together.
Yeah.
And we really were inspired by, like, creativity and all those things like that. So, right when we were leaving high school, we kind of had, like, a vision of what we were going to do. It's been 5 years later, and we haven't accomplished as much as we have wanted to. Now we have accomplished a lot.
Yeah.
Nia's in New York. I'm in school. Like, we're doing our thing, but we're not satisfied with where we're at, and we want more for ourselves because when we were those young girls, freaking in the, like, I'm gonna say in the basement,
we
literally,
had momentum.
We had so many dreams and we had so many things, and I feel like we kind of plateaued.
Yeah, we were really proactive about it. Like, it's like we had a lot of excitement, but then it's like you make a choice and it's like different, like, time goes on. Like, you make a choice that you think is right for you in that moment.
Yeah.
And then life just happens. It's like you meet people, like, you do this. Like, you just make different changes in life or, like, different choices. Exactly. And it's like, it really takes sitting back and being like, damn, like, what did I really want? Like, because this is not really what I want right now. So it's like, let me
what's
think
holding me back from it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I feel like we had to dig deeper into that. And I feel like both of us, you know, we're deep people. We're deep thinkers.
The thing about self-awareness that's like, it's not easy shit, is because you can really have an altered perception of yourself. Like, you could think you the best fucking thing in the world. But it's like, it really takes accountability, you know? It takes being able to say, like, maybe that wasn't the best choice for me to make. Or it's like, had I actually been proactive and actually been productive towards the things that I truly want, I would be at a different place. Yeah. And it's kind of like, it's a slippery slope though, because I feel like there's a thin line between accountability for yourself. Ooh, I think a little seasoning got down around height.
Stuff is hot.
I think there's a thin line between holding yourself accountable and then beating yourself up.
Yeah.
Because for me, accountability is like recognizing that you could have done things differently, knowing like that you want to do things differently the next time, and then letting it go. Like, you have to forgive yourself for it. Because if not, then it's just going to be a constant, like, why didn't you do this? Like, you're a bum. Like, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do this? Like she did this. They did this. Look at where they are. Look at what they got. Like, why didn't you do that?
Comparing.
Like, exactly. And that's why I say social media fucks with your head, because it's like, that's all it is.
Literally.
The best of the best is like what people show you, and it's like, we know that we're not seeing bad shit, because who puts bad things that happen to them on the internet? Some people do. Some people do, just because they like any,
but it's still overpowered by all of the great positive things. It's like I saw a sad post, but now I'm just flooded with 50,000 other positive ones. But I agree with that part where you said not beating yourself up about it, because
which is very easy to do. Yeah,
and like we're so young, so it's like, why are we even trying to compare ourselves to people that are older than us or in different situations that you don't know how they got there? We're aware of where we're at, but we're not gonna allow both of ourselves to stay stagnant in our area that we're in. We want better for ourselves. We see ourselves having better. So it's like, okay, let's brainstorm. Let's think of things that we know we are passionate about, where our purpose is in. We want to, just bring to the world. Like, it's just kind of like looking at our inner selves and seeing what we can bring to the world that's different from everybody else. Because each of us are different. Everybody has a gift, and everybody is made so uniquely, where it's like, what I bring to the table and what Nia brings to the table, it could be the exact same kind of thing, but it's still completely different.
Right, or it's like relayed differently.
Yeah,
or it's like
it's so different.
It's like we may be into the same things, but we would express our love for things differently, you know?
And that's the beauty of it, because I feel like everybody has a piece or a seat at the table. Like, everybody has it. And I feel like when you have that in your mindset, then you don't let yourself fear, like, oh my God, so many people are in this, so many people are such.
And that was another thing that I was going through. It's like, because for a while, remember, we were like, we want a style.
Yeah.
But then I was just like the market's too saturated. Like, it's not, like, I'm not even, like, trying to do that anymore.
I just personally feel like there's an audience for everybody. So don't ever feel scared to try something because you think there's so many people doing it already, because there's a space for you.
Especially with YouTube, because it's like, really what you subscribe to is like, yes, a certain level of content and quality, but it's like you really are subscribing to a personality, or you're subscribing to their personality and their lifestyle, which doesn't even have to be glitz and glam.
When you're young and you're 20s and you're trying to figure it out, don't be too hard on yourself. Be aware where you want to be, and be aware of where you're at in your life. And always surround yourself with people that are going to keep you accountable and push you and motivate you to your next, level.
Another thing that I realized that I was doing and still do is like, I will have so many thoughts, so many inspirations, so many ideas, and I won't do any of them. Like, executing is my issue. Like if the majority of shit was just thinking it out, I could do that. Like, I can brainstorm, I can think far ahead, I can think about every possible opportunity. I mean, not opportunity, but like every different way that something can play out. But it's like the execution is where it gets me, and it's like I feel like I'd be afraid, because I'm also like, I just know when it comes to my creative shit, I just have such a different perspective. I would want it to be executed perfectly. So it's like, if I know I can't get it perfect, I'm not going to want to do it. Or I'm not going to want to tell anybody. I'm not going to want to put out something that is not to my standard. So it's like, if I feel like I don't have the tools to get something to my standard, then I'm going to wait. And then it's like, that's where people get caught up, in waiting.
Because when are you going to ever have it perfect? When are you going to ever have it together? Like, it's okay to fail. Like, I feel like if you don't try, you will never see.
That's still failing. I saw a post where it's like, if you never, basically if you don't act on like whatever you want, that's still failing technically.
Yeah, literally.
Because you didn't.
So
you didn't do it.
You're so afraid of failing, but you're already doing it already. So it's like, what? And it's just like, at the end of the day, just do it. Like, me, for so long, I did not want to do YouTube because I was like, wow, like,
we tried so many times.
Y'all, like 7 years ago, okay? The beginning of our friendship, we tried to do YouTube.
Trey Jolie TV.
Trey Jolie, okay? We have clips that we will never insert, but
well, they going on my page.
Wow.
Just a little bit though.
But yeah, it was like insane. Like, we really wanted to do this YouTube stuff. And it's like, it took me 7 freaking years later to want to put it out and just go for it. And I had this journey of being naturally saucy, because I am a perfectionist and I want things to be a certain way. Like, I want it to be perfect. And I realized that shoot, I'm not perfect. So why am I trying to put out something that doesn't even represent me? Like, no one's perfect. No one has it together. People are so hard on themselves of like, oh, I want it to be perfect. And it's like, if you saw something like, let's say one of your inspiration people put something out, they probably hate it. And you love it, and it's like they were like, "Well, I just had to put something out. Like, I mean, I did the best that I can. Like,
that's how I feel about my Instagram pictures sometimes. Like, people be loving it, but I be like, I didn't even like it. But
girl, I'm analyzing it now. Like, let me delete.
Posted it anyway.
You just have to execute, and you just have to go for it. Like, don't let anything hold you back.
And part of my thing, and this is gonna be like really vulnerable for me to speak on, but shit, it's really just you and me. But then it'll go to somebody else and it may help somebody. But I feel like for me, a lot of it comes down to like insecurity. And it's like, even though...
Okay, keep going.
we just be here.
We be here.
We didn't even premeditate this conversation, but we be here.
We be here.
It really comes down to insecurity. And it's like, yes, I want to think of myself as a person that's confident. And like, I come off very confident. But like, people see me that way, but it's like they don't realize I'm putting so much effort into just seeming that way. So it's like inside I'm going fucking crazy. Like I'm anxious as fuck. Like I'm like, I look crazy, or it's like whatever, beating myself up.
Right.
And it's like, yes, that's just like very surface level, or it's like that's where it starts. But then what I've realized is insecurity can find its ways so deep into how you act around friends, parents, and anything. It can literally infiltrate any aspect of your life. Like,
no, literally, that's what's so crazy is earlier today I was beating myself up and I was going through insecurities as well, and what I was saying was I have overcome my insecurities, but I still have them deep down in the surface. I've grown, like, I've learned how to mask them. I've learned how to tackle them head on. But it still comes up at times. It doesn't come up all the time, but it does surface at times. And it surfaced today. I did not want to get out of bed at all. Like, I was like, Tati, you got to put some makeup on, do your hair, put an outfit on, and get yourself out of that. But like you just said, it's like you're so self-conscious, like, oh, like, what, like, in your head. But then it's like your friend will be like, girl, you look cute. You like, wait, like, I don't even feel all that, like, something, it's just not right. And it's like, I didn't even notice that. Like you said, people will see us and be like, wow, they got themselves together, they're confident, they know what they want,
they see what we don't see,
they see what we don't see. But just talking about it and being real about it, it helps us to get through it. Like, and this is like, these are the moments. Like, I knew that this would happen once I got out of my bed and once I put my makeup on and once I got out. And it took a lot of effort for me to do it, but now I'm so grateful and so thankful that I did it, because it's a relief. And so many of us are dealing with it alone. Don't do it alone. Do not. I know it feels like no one cares or you don't have anybody, but don't do it alone. Like, if you're battling with depression, anxiety, or insecurities, or whatever you're battling with, don't do it alone. Be open, because so many other people are battling with the same thing. Like, people see you and they're like, wow, like, I thought you were okay. And it's like, no, like, I'm not okay. Like, but I will be okay, and I will get better, and I'm going to strive for that. So
another thing I want to say is, the more you work on yourself, you become a more authentic, true version of yourself, an honest version of yourself. Which, once you're an honest version of yourself, like, if you feel like people around you can't be there for you, can't listen to you be vulnerable, they're not the ones that should be around you.
Absolutely.
And you should just be yourself anyway, and the right people will gravitate toward you, because you'll start to align with the people who are putting themselves forward like you're putting yourself forward.
Absolutely.
Like, you'll meet more genuine people once you become a more genuine, accepting, honest version of yourself. Like, I was seeing this post where it's like, self-love is like taking care of your mind, your body, like removing toxic situations from your life, speaking up for yourself, standing up for yourself. That's self-love, not just like taking bubble baths. And I mean, that is too,
facials, but
that's not all of it.
You gotta go in the inside.